the National Football League on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bucs and the Browns coming up next.
Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course a quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
And at one point he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. And clear that seeing it accomplish just about everything, he figured there was always room to add to that legacy.
First play, first pass for Brady. He's got Otten. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Brady going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time. Again, you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think, right? You go out there, get to 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Bringing this crew out, it's someone known for his big arm since he entered the league back in 2016, Jacoby Brissett.
And the first possession isn't until the 2nd quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Brissett. Out to his left. Going deep here for Bryant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Brissett. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 2nd and 11. Brady now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From midfield, here's Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Brissett. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Brissett. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett forced out to it, and the pressure gets to him again. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal, a loss of 6, and now it's third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
On play action, Brissett. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They go play action with Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Brissett. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you're running drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is going to have the Bucs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Now they'll throw with Brady. Caught on a slant. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keeft taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A first down throw for Brissett. This is the tight end, Njoku. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 24, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Still second down.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. To throw, Brissett. And he completes it to Hunt. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 58 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
As the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 9, Brady. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They drive some people crazy, so they're short throws underneath. They've got to find
to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Brady to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Brady. And brought in by Brady. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Now Brady. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 13-year man puts it through. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.